All right, y'all. Well, we are back to the 1986 Yamaha 4 Zinger. And man, this thing zings. So last video, you saw that we got this thing running. This thing is running really, really good. I mean, it pretty much starts up first pull every time now. The new carburetor's working out really well. We've confirmed that the oil injection is working. All the smoke is cleared out. She's not smoking near as bad. I mean, honestly, I couldn't be any happier with the way this machine's performing right now. Well, now that we've kind of got this motor taken care of and working properly, I think it's time to address the cosmetics on this thing. So we got the plastics here that have been painted at some point. You can see where the original blue and the original plastic here has been sun faded and weathered real bad. And same thing over here on the rear plastics. You can actually see, it's kind of hard to tell on the GoPro here, but you can see the different shades of blue right there. So this is the painted stuff, and then that's the original blue. You can see a little more right here where the paint's been chipping off. And I've also been looking at this crack that we have here. Somebody, let's flip this over. Somebody obviously did some sort of fiberglass repair here. And looking at this, they actually didn't do that bad of a job. So they've got these brackets held in with rivets. They've got this all epoxied underneath there. And then if we flip it back over, so you can see a rivet right there. But the rivets aren't poking through, and I've been inspecting this, just trying to figure out what is going on here, because we have the original plastic, and then we go in to what looks like some body work that somebody's done here. So I'm thinking almost this whole left rear fender here is all body work. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, it actually looks really, really good. They hit all the rivets really well. So I don't know, I'm still kind of thinking on this one how I wanna go about repairing this. This is obviously like body filler that you would use on a car. So here's a little corner piece that busted off. Yeah, this is definitely like body filler. So I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards epoxy repair, but we're not there yet. We'll get there when we get there. Right now we need to get this paint situation taken care of. And I'm gonna try something new that I've never done before. We're gonna try this paint stripper. So what you do is basically just kind of brush it on, like paint it on. But yeah, just let it do its thing and then spray it off with the water hose, and that should be that. We'll give that stuff a try. We'll start brushing that on. And if we have time later, we did just get a new seat cover in the mail. So I'm really excited about that. If we have time, we'll replace that seat cover. And while the paint stripper is doing its thing, I think what we're gonna do is start stripping down the machine here. I'm not sure if we're gonna pull the motor or not. I wanna get better access to this frame so we can kind of start cleaning up this frame a little bit, get rid of all this blue, clean up the motor, clean up the shaft, take this muffler off, we'll clean the muffler up. Just kind of do our thing, clean this up cosmetically, and clean it up the right way. We're not trying to do a full 100% restoration. We're just really trying to get this as nice as we possibly can. All right, y'all, enough talk. Let's start diving into this. Let's go. All right, guys, I've got the paint stripper. I'm gonna pour a little bit here. Like that. It's kind of like cake frosting. Same consistency. And we just kind of brush it on. Front plastics are done and reacting. So check this out. The spot that we put on first is already starting to kind of chip off here. That's pretty cool. Check this out. See how that paint just comes right off? That's what this stuff does. Alright y'all, finished the rear plastics. You can already see it's starting to do its thing there. Let's have a look at the front. Not gonna believe this. Check it out. This stuff's coming right off. So yeah, this stuff's working fast. Alright, well, we'll just continue to let that do its thing, and let's start doing some disassembly over here. I just had it zip tied here to help it keep it held up. Like that. And let's take this bungee off. So I used a bungee. And it should just, slide right out. Man, look what it's turning into now. It's pretty wild. Alright y'all, well, I think we're starting to get somewhere here. We can definitely see the original plastic blue right here. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I think a second coat of the paint stripper is in order. So we'll do that too. And that should help get the rest of this off. I might be able to scrape that off actually. Alright, so I resorted to this paint scraper, and it's actually working out really well. A little bit labor intensive, but hey, if it's a labor of love, is it really labor? Alright, well I think that's enough blasting and scraping. I think the rest we can get with a little elbow grease and sandpaper. Let those dry. Not too bad. You can definitely see the body work done on this rear fender here. I think we're just gonna try to further improve what was already done here, because they actually did not a bad job there. Alright y'all, I've been at this for a little over an hour now. As you can see, we're getting this cleaned up really nice here. I've got a lot of the grease off of here, a lot of that dirt and crud, kind of like a greasy mud. But yeah, it's looking a lot better. Looking really clean here. You can actually see the intake manifold now. Yeah, it was a mix of shop towels, engine degreaser, and WD-40, and just putting in the work of wiping it all down. That is looking really good. I think what we're gonna do now is touch up that frame with some of this Tractor Black. This is really good stuff. And then I think we're gonna hit this top end with some of this high heat Rust-Oleum, kind of blacken that all out, so that'll clean up nice. And then when we hit the frame, we'll get rid of all this blue that's on here, cover up all this rust. It's gonna leave a nice glossy shine like you see on the frame here, so it's gonna look good. It's gonna clean up nice. And then once we hit the frame, I think we're gonna start working on these plastics again. So we'll get to that. And also, before we start painting this frame, I wanna get these wheels off. So let's go ahead and do that now. Hit it with some WD. Got it. Here. Oh, that was really loose. That's not good. That was pretty loose. All right, cool. So we just got a nut and a washer there. Oh, shoot. I don't know if y'all can see, but the pen broke off in there. So now we have a little bit of an issue here. It's getting it. All right, I think I got one of them. Oh, got it. Man, that was a pain in the butt. It's that Carter pin broke up and got stuck in there, and I wasn't going to be able to get that nut off. There we go. Handlebar trick always works. Alright, sweet. Nut and washer. Let's do the other side. Alright guys, tires are coming off here. Whoops. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. Didn't plan that out very well. There. This thing's so light, you can just pick it right up. Alright guys, let's touch this frame up. That paint really makes a huge difference. I mean, that's looking nice and clean. Real clean. I'm glad we were able to do this and not have to pull everything off. That saved a lot of time and energy and labor. We've got the foot pegs and the handlebars here. We got those. And also hit the muffler here. What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? Soka's coming to check up on us. What do you think of the frame? What do you think of the frame, Soka? Hmm? What do you think of the frame? You like it? Yeah? I think she likes it. What are you doing? Checking out the plastics. Yeah? What you think? She's like, everything smells like paint right now. What do you want? You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Alright. Alright, y'all, so we are going to try and attack this plastic here. We're going to use the WD-40 method with the metal kitchen cleaner scrubby. Pretty much same method we used on the Moto 4. If you missed that video, I'll put a link for it somewhere up here. Yeah, these plastics are in a lot worse shape than that Moto 4, so I'm not sure how well the WD-40 method is gonna work, but let's give it a try. We got all that paint stripped off now, so let's just give it a whirl here. This goes. Alright guys, well, I've been scrubbing and scrubbing. I use sandpaper, use this guy, and some of this stuff just does not want to come out. So I'm trying to save the original blue plastic. You can kind of see here where the original sticker was, the 4 Zinger, with a little lightning bolt behind it. But that's the original blue, and man, we're just not quite getting there in a lot of spots. I think we're going to continue to scrub and just kind of focus on cleaning mostly. Whenever these plastics are all good and cleaned up, we're definitely going to hit these with a coat or two of paint. Again, I was trying to really save the original blue, but these are in pretty bad shape. After they're cleaned up and we hit them with some paint, they're going to look brand new. All right guys, so I'm going to continue to scrub away here and bring you guys in when we're done with that. So let's keep going. Try to hit these rims. All right, well, look how well these back wheels cleaned up. That looks really nice compared to the front ones that we haven't touched yet. But we're not gonna paint these rims yet. We're gonna replace these tires. So when we get these off, then we'll paint them. It'll just make it easier that way. So we'll hold off on painting these for now until the new tires come in. But man, the rear ones, looking great. Looking really good there. Well, I think we found a good stopping place here. Look forward to the next video. I think we're gonna start doing some body work on these rear fenders here. And as you can see, I've already hit the front plastics with some primer. I just kind of wanted to see what that looks like right now. We'll probably go out and try to find a matching light blue and get these painted next video. We'll need to get the handlebars, foot peg, the exhaust, all of that. We'll get that all reassembled. I'm not sure if we'll have the tires in or not. I still need to order some new front ones, so I haven't done that yet. So we need to get around to doing that. And yeah, frame's looking real good. Motor's looking nice and clean. And also we didn't have time to get to the seat cover in this one, so we'll be doing this in the next video as well. I love putting on some new seat covers. And one of my biggest followers and viewers, Irene, thank you so much for your support. She actually mentioned in the comments the other day that y'all aren't seeing enough of this handsome face. Just thought I'd show face, make an appearance, and say hello. So Irene, this clip is for you. All right, y'all, appreciate the subs, the comments, the likes. Keep them coming, and I'll keep the videos coming. So until next time, peace. Take it easy.